Are the Philadelphia Eagles really contemplating carrying 4 quarterbacks into 2026? This could be the ambitious plan emerging from the front office after they selected Cole Payton in the 5th round of the draft. The Eagles already seem secure at quarterback, with Jalen Hurts as the starter, Tanner McKee as the backup, and veteran Andy Dalton rounding out the depth chart. It sounds straightforward, but the reality is layered and complex. Let's break this down. Hurts is entering the final year of a lucrative deal worth $51 million in guaranteed salary, while both McKee and Dalton will hit free agency after the 2026 season. That leaves the Eagles with a significant question mark behind Hurts. The uncertainty surrounding his future, alongside that of his backups, could be a compelling reason for drafting Payton. The Eagles clearly want to cultivate a young quarterback, and investing a day 3 pick in Payton signifies their commitment to long-term planning. Payton's path is designed to mirror what McKee experienced during his rookie season, learning under the wings of established starters like Hurts and Marcus Mariota. This allows Payton to grow without the immediate pressures of game day. Essentially, he has a redshirt year ahead of him, similar to 3rd-round pick Markell Bell, who is expected to succeed Lane Johnson at right tackle. But let's consider the dynamics of keeping 4 quarterbacks. It might seem unconventional, especially if McKee and Dalton remain on the roster in 2026. If Payton is on the active roster, he won't just be a game day inactive. The Eagles can have up to 7 inactives, potentially allowing Payton to develop without the weight of regular season snaps. However, there's a tantalizing possibility here. Payton is a dual-threat quarterback, previously utilized in a Taysom Hill-like role before earning the starting position at North Dakota State. This gives the Eagles a chance to get creative with their offensive schemes. Imagine Payton being deployed in red zone packages, creating mismatches with defenses that must account for his unique skill set alongside Hurts and Saquon Barkley. The potential for him to act as a thrower, an H-back, or even a ball carrier adds an intriguing wrinkle to the Eagles' play calling. But here's where it gets tricky. The Eagles aren't obligated to trade either of their backup quarterbacks, especially with McKee and Dalton in the last year of their contracts. McKee's base salary is a modest $1.1 million, while Dalton is at $1.5 million. They're not breaking the bank, which could make either of them expendable. However, McKee's value is heightened due to his previous success as a starter and the fact that he's still on a rookie deal. His ability to read defenses and deliver accurate throws fast has made him a hot commodity not just for the Eagles, but potentially for other teams as well. While McKee certainly holds value, it might be even greater in Philadelphia. The Eagles will weigh any potential return carefully. Perhaps a safety or an interior lineman could be appealing. Trading McKee would only make sense if the Eagles truly believe they can operate with a 39-year-old Dalton as the primary backup. The franchise places immense importance on the backup quarterback position, and moving McKee would be a substantial risk. So as we look ahead, the Eagles' future at quarterback past this season remains uncertain. But for 2026, they're clearly positioning themselves with Payton in the fold. As these developments unfold, where do you stand on this quarterback conundrum? Let's keep the conversation going as we move into our next segment. The Philadelphia Eagles are at a pivotal moment as they navigate their post-draft strategy, and the clock is ticking. With a 90-man roster beginning to take shape, thanks to a mix of drafted players and undrafted free agents, the Eagles are still on the hunt for key upgrades. The glaring need? Safety. This is not merely a matter of filling a gap. It's about solidifying a critical position that can make or break a season. The Eagles did dip into the draft pool, selecting safety Cole Wisniewski in the 7th round. But let's be real. Can we expect a late-round pick to step into a starting role and make an immediate impact? The organization is crossing its fingers that Wisniewski can emulate the rise of Reed Blankenship, who only found his footing as a regular contributor late in his rookie campaign. The stakes are high, and the competition is tepid at best. Currently, the safety position is shaping up to be a hodgepodge of internal candidates. Marcus Epps, Wisniewski, Michael Carter, and J.T. Gray. Does that inspire confidence? Not in the slightest. With the Eagles spending a meager $5.2 million on the safety position, the lowest in the league, it's clear that this is an area desperate for a veteran presence. Pairing a seasoned player with Andrew Mukuba could elevate the entire defensive backfield, but whether the Eagles will pursue that avenue remains to be seen. Eagles general manager Howie Roseman made a telling statement. At every position, we have to see what we have. If we went in the draft and filled every hole, we probably wouldn't have had a good draft. It's a fair point. However, the results of this draft will ultimately be measured by how effectively they fill those holes. So, who might the Eagles target to bolster their safety core? And do they have the financial flexibility to pull it off? Currently, the Eagles have around $27.9 million in salary cap space, a figure that doesn't even account for the draft picks and undrafted free agents they've already signed. Realistically, they have over $20 million at their disposal. The question is, how much are they willing to allocate to snag a proven safety? Do they want to keep their cap space hovering around the $5 million mark? One player worth discussing is Grant Delpit from the Cleveland Browns. With the Browns drafting Emmanuel McNeil-Warren in the second round, you have to wonder how the team plans to utilize their now crowded safety lineup. Delpit, in the final year of a 3-year, $36 million deal with a cap hit of just $8 million, could be a prime candidate. At 27 years old, he's a proven starter in the league and fits the mold of what the Eagles desperately need. Delpit's stats speak volumes. A 69.7 coverage rating, 80 tackles, and 3.0 sacks last season. He's not just a warm body. He's a player who can contribute significantly from day one, while Epps can still provide value as a veteran presence. The reality is that he's not the same player he was in 2022. The Eagles must recognize that upgrading from Epps to a player like Delpit could mean the difference between a solid defensive backfield and a porous one. Why settle for a placeholder when you can have a young, proven starter who complements Mukuba? The Eagles have months to explore their options, and the clock is ticking. Will they make the move to secure Delpit or another capable safety? The pressure is on, and as fans, we can only hope that they seize this opportunity to fortify a crucial position on the field. With the safety situation still unresolved, we now turn our attention to what other moves the Eagles could be contemplating as they look to round out their roster. Stay tuned for more updates on potential trades, signings, and everything Philadelphia Eagles related. As we dive deeper into the latest buzz surrounding A.J. Brown, it's clear that the landscape of the Philadelphia Eagles is shifting, and not necessarily in a way that fans might hope. Despite being seen at the team's facility, Brown is currently absent from off-season workouts, sparking speculation about his future in Philadelphia. So, Eagles fans, where are you watching from today? Drop your comments below, and let's hear your thoughts on what's next for our star wide receiver. The narrative around Brown is growing increasingly complex. Reports indicate that he may not be donning the Eagles' green for much longer, with trade discussions heating up, particularly with the New England Patriots emerging as serious contenders to acquire the all-pro receiver. According to insights shared by ESPN, while things remain cordial at this moment, the underlying tension is palpable. Everyone involved seems aware that a shift is on the horizon, especially as the June deadline approaches, where the Eagles could save a significant amount against their dead salary cap. Brown's relationship with the Eagles, though cordial, has an air of awkwardness. It's evident that both sides are looking toward a future apart, with Brown reportedly seeking a change of scenery. While he has been seen checking in at the facility, the absence from workouts speaks volumes about his current stance. As Fowler noted, a trade is still expected league-wide, hinting that the Eagles are preparing for a significant shift in their roster. The financial implications cannot be ignored. Brown is due approximately $29 million this year, and the question looms: who will absorb that cost? The Eagles have the option to pass this on to any new team that steps in, but negotiations over compensation will undoubtedly be the sticking point. The first-round picks the Eagles desire will be crucial in any potential trade, and with the Patriots not having secured a new receiver in the draft, they may be in a prime position to make a move. On the field, Brown has been vocal about his frustrations with his role within the Eagles' offense, especially after a season where the team finished 11-6, winning the NFC East, but falling short in the wild card round against the San Francisco 49ers. With the arrival of new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion, excitement is brewing among the players, including running backs Saquon Barkley and quarterback Jalen Hurts. However, the question remains whether Brown will be part of this evolving system. Head coach Nick Sirianni remains hopeful about Brown's future with the team, emphasizing his value as both a player and a teammate. "My expectation is he wants to be here," Sirianni stated, expressing a desire to keep talented players within the organization. But when pressed about Brown's status for the upcoming season, Sirianni's response was telling. "I can't guarantee how anything is going to play out into next season," he admitted, showcasing the uncertainty hanging over the team. Looking back at Brown's contributions, his numbers speak for themselves. Last season, he racked up 78 receptions for over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. His 4-year tenure with the Eagles has been nothing short of impressive, with a total of 339 catches, over 5,000 yards, and 32 touchdowns. It's a stark contrast to his earlier years with the Tennessee Titans, where he spent 3 seasons before truly finding his rhythm in Philadelphia. As we approach the offseason, the looming question is whether A.J. Brown will remain a cornerstone of the Eagles' offense or if he will take his talents elsewhere. The stakes are high, and with the clock ticking, every decision made could significantly alter the trajectory of the franchise. Eagles fans, this is your moment to weigh in. What are your thoughts on the potential trade? Do you believe Philadelphia should hold on to Brown, or is it time to let him go for the right price? Share your insights in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on our beloved Eagles. The next few weeks will be crucial, and we'll be here to cover every twist and turn in this unfolding saga.